Hello everybody, it's George from ShopTo, and today I have my review summary for my written review of Splatoon 2. Now, I'm just going to say it right now, I absolutely adore this game. It kind of came out of nowhere. I played the global test fire and I was like, okay, this is a serious game. I didn't play the first one back on the Wii U, but I was excited to play the global test fire and I did enjoy myself there. But I didn't get to play the single player because it wasn't in the test fire. And that is what's really made me fall in love with this game, because this game is so complete when you combine the single player and the multiplayer. It's just such a nice experience. It's just, I'll get into detail in a second, but yeah, I absolutely love this game. So initial thoughts, upon booting up the game, you are given a tutorial, which I did say you needed, especially from the global test fire, because there wasn't really much of a tutorial. But this tutorial is really good and teaches you everything you need to know in order to go into the campaign. I wouldn't say go straight into multiplayer, to go into the campaign and do pretty well with it. So tutorial is really, really good. Then you get introduced to like the kind of like social space slash main menu, which is the Inkopolis Square. I think I'm saying that correct. Which is basically the main menu. You have to go into certain buildings to access certain things. Like if you want to buy some clothes, you go into the clothes shop. If you want to go to multiplayer, you go into the multiplayer like bit, which is right at the end of the street. Or if you want to do the campaign, you go speak to this woman and go down the drain. It's all very, very well designed, and that's an awesome space or awesome way to have a main menu for a game. So first impressions were very, very strong. I went straight into the campaign after that, and that's where I really started to be like, okay, this game means business. I'm really, really enjoying myself here. The campaign, it feels like almost a bit of a trainer for multiplayer, but I kind of like that, because I want to know, if I'm playing a campaign of a shooter, I want to be able to then go into multiplayer with an advantage over everybody else who hasn't played the campaign. And that really does happen here. You really do have an advantage if you play through the campaign before hitting multiplayer. What you're seeing on your screen right now, by the way, is campaign gameplay. This is a boss battle. This is the second boss from the campaign. Sorry if you didn't want spoilers. But you can see, basically with the campaign, you have a certain amount of levels within like each sector, I guess is the best way I'm kind of describing it. So you have like one level, so you've got level 1, then level 1 has like 5 or 6 levels within it, and then you have the boss battle, and this is the boss battle at the end. The boss battles are very different to all the other levels you will play against, but like they're not super difficult. They're fun and they're like unique, but they're not massively difficult so far, which, you know, is a good thing, because I don't want to be like stuck on a boss battle without being able to progress. I want to be able to do it and it be a bit of a challenge, but I can still, you know, progress straight through it. So yeah, the campaign, there's quite a lot there. You get to learn how to use each weapon. You get to learn like the abilities and grenades and stuff like that. So you kind of know exactly what you want for your class when you hit multiplayer, which is really, really nice. And the story to it, there's not like the greatest story in the world, but it's good enough. And I think it suits the game really, really well for there to not be like a huge story, for it to be a little bit more casual and stuff like that, which, as I said, I think is fantastic. So the campaign, it gets really, really high praise from me. And now we'll talk about multiplayer. So the multiplayer, all in all, is fairly balanced. I did have a few issues with it at the start, which you can see down in the description in my written review, but overall it's fun. It can be played by everybody, but I would highly recommend playing the campaign first, so you know what the gameplay is like, you know some of the mechanics, you know what some of the weapons do and stuff like that. You're seeing multiplayer footage on the screen right here, by the way. But yeah, I would definitely recommend going into campaign first, but multiplayer is still fun, and you can really enjoy yourself, even if you're not like the greatest shooter player in the world. Like, I'm not fantastic at shooters, like I'm not amazing. I would say I'm above average though. I come from Call of Duty and games like that, so I didn't really expect my skills to transfer straight over into this game, but I do kind of say that I'm better than other people maybe when coming into this game. But yeah, definitely play the campaign first. The multiplayer is pretty balanced. There's quite a few maps. Some of them are very vertical, like this one you can see here, and some of them are really flat. So there is different ways like you can go about playing these games. It's all quite tactical, but it's all very casual at the same time. Games are only about 3 minutes long, so it's quite easy to hop on, play one game and hop off again. Like, you know how long the game's going to be. It's not going to go into overtime or stuff like that. But yeah, the multiplayer is a solid experience, and I'm now going to talk about the overall feel of the game. The look and feel of Splatoon 2 is very Nintendo-y. That's not even a word, but it's the best way I can describe it. It's just got this nice little charm about it, which makes it a really nice, enjoyable game for people of all ages to play. Like, It's got that comedic tone with some of the characters. The characters themselves are really weird, which would appeal to the younger audience, but it's even still quite funny for me at 19. The gameplay is fun and easy to get the hang of, so that appeals to everybody. And like, the graphics are so nice. Like, I didn't notice one point where I'm like, oh, that looks a bit dodgy, and then I'm like, hang on, I'm playing this on a handheld and the graphics are this good. It's like, it's genuinely really impressive how Nintendo have done this. But I really like the graphics, I really like everything about the game. The character design is really good. The gameplay is fun. I don't know how many more praises I can give this game. It is very near perfect in my opinion. I do genuinely like it that much. So overall, if you saw my preview for Splatoon 2, you'll know that I said I wanted this game to be part of my game rotation, like my regular rotation of Rocket League, Call of Duty, you name it, it's on there. And it genuinely has become part of that rotation. I've been going back to it ever since I've got it, and I haven't like gone a day yet without playing this game. I genuinely like it that much, and in my opinion, this is the best game available for the Switch right now. And I know that's going to be controversial because everybody loves Zelda and Mario Kart, but this is genuinely that good and I enjoy it that much. So check out the written review down in the description. I go into more detail down there. You can also find product links down there if you want to purchase a copy of the game or grab yourself a Nintendo Switch. My name's been George. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video very shortly.